Good evening, students. Let us continue with the second exercise of arithmetic progression. Let us start with the 12th sum. The 12th question is, two APs have the same common difference. The difference between their 100th term is 100. What is the difference between their 1000th term? So, two APs have same common difference. The difference between their 100th term is 100. So, we will write that the 100th term of first AP be A100. A100 is the 100th term of first AP. The difference between the 100th term of two APs is 100. So, we will consider the second AP's 100th term as B100. So, difference we will write minus. So, 100th term of first AP is A100. 100th term of second AP is B100. The difference is 100. So, A100 minus B100 is equal to 100. How can we expand A100? A100 is nothing but A plus 99D minus B100 can be written as B plus 99D. As there is a minus sign, put the bracket is equal to 100. Now, we will open the bracket. A plus 99D minus B minus into plus minus 99D is equal to 100. Plus 99D and minus 99D will cancel. We will get A minus B is equal to 100. We will write it as equation 1. We wanted to find out the difference between their 1000th term. So, naturally, the 1000th term of first AP will be A1000 and the 1000 terms of the second AP be B1000. And we wanted to find the difference. A1000 minus B1000 is equal to, we can expand A1000 as A plus 999D minus B1000 as B plus 999D is equal to A plus 999D minus B minus 999D. These two terms will cancel. We will get it as A minus B. Here we have A minus B as 100. So, is equal to 100 from equation 1. So, what is the difference between the 100th term of two APs? It is also 100. How many 3-digit numbers are divisible by 7? We all know that the first 3-digit number is 100 and the last 3-digit number is 999. But the question is, which are the numbers divisible by 7? So, to find out which are the numbers divisible by 7, we have to find out first 100 divided by 7. Is it divisible by 7? Next 101. Is it divisible by 7? It will take lot of time. So, we will find out in an easy method. That is 100 divided by 7. 7 ones are 7. Remainder is 3. 30. 7 fours are 28. Remainder is 2. Subtract 7 minus 2. It is 5. 100 plus 5. 105. That is the first number. So, the first number divisible by 7 is 105. The next number, just add 7. So, 105 plus 7, 112, etc. To find the last number, you have to divide 999 by 7. Same method. 7 ones are 7, 2, 29, 7 fours are 28, remainder 1, 19, 7 twos are 14, remainder 5. To find the last number, you have to subtract 999 minus remainder. 999 minus 5 is 994. So, in this type of questions, to find the first number, 3-digit number, first 3-digit number divide by 7, find the remainder, subtract divisor minus remainder and add 100 plus that number. That is the first number. To get the next number, we can just add 7 because it is divisible by 7. To get the last number, divide it by 7, get the remainder, Directly 999 minus 5. Subtract and that is the last number. So we got the AP. This is our AP. Now how many terms are there in this AP? We have to find out. All these numbers are divisible by 7. So here A is 105. D is, it is 7. 112 minus 105. It is 7. The last term AN is 994. And we have to find out how many terms. AN equals A plus N minus 1 into D. 994 equals 105 plus N minus 1 into 7. 994 equals 105 plus 7N minus 7. 994 equals 98 plus 7N. 994 minus 98 is equal to 7N. 7N equals 896. Therefore, N equals 896 divided by 7. 7 ones are 7, 7 twos are 14, 56, 8. 128. So, there are 128 3-digit numbers are there which are divisible by 7. The next question is 15th one. For what value of n are the nth term of two APs 63, 65, 67 etc. and 3, 10, 17 are equal? For what value of n are the nth term of two APs? Nth term of AP means it is AN. So there are two APs. First AP is 63, 65, 67 etc. And the second AP is 3, 10, 17 etc. In this nth term, we have to find out. For this AP also, we will find out AN, and this AP also will find out AN. First, for the first AP, A equals 63, D equals 65 minus 63, it is 2. AN, we have to find out N. So, AN is equal to A plus N minus 1 into D equals A is 63 plus N minus 1, D is 2, 63 plus 2N minus 2, 63 minus 2 is 61 plus 2N. So, for the first AP, AN is 61 plus 2N. This is, let it be equation 1. Now, we will go to the next AP, 3, 10, 17 etc. In the second AP, first term is 3. Common difference is 10 minus 3, 7. Here also we will find out nth term AN, A plus N minus 1 into D equals A is 3 plus N minus 1 into 7, 3 plus 7N minus 7, 3 minus 7 is minus 4 plus 7N. This is equation 2. So, for the first AP, AN is 61 plus 2N, and for the second AP, AN is minus 4 plus 7N. The question is, for what value of n the nth terms are equal? So, to find the nth terms are equal, they already told. We have to find out just the value of n. So, from 1 and 2, 1 and 2, A 61 plus 2n is equal to minus 4 plus 7n. So, nth terms are equal. We equated 61 minus 4 will take it to this side plus 4. Here 7n, 2n will become minus 2n. 65 is equal to 5n. Therefore, n equals 65 by 5 equals 13. So, for the 13th term, these two APs are equal. The next question is, determine the AP whose third term is 16 and the 7th term exceeds the 5th term by 12. So, we have to find out the AP. Third term is 16. Third term can be denoted by A3. A3 equal 60. How can we write A3? A plus 2D. is equal to 16. This is equation 1. And the 7th term exceeds the 5th term by 12. 7th term, as I told you, equals 5th term by 12 means A5 plus 12. A7 can be written as A plus 6D. A5 can be written as A plus 4D plus 12. Both the sides A we can cancel. 6D minus 4D is equal to 12. 2D equals 12. D equals 12 by 2, 6. So we got the value of D. Now substitute the value of D in one of the equation. We will consider the first equation. A plus 2D equals 16. A plus 2 into 6 equals 16. A plus 12 equals 16. A equals 16 minus 12, 4. So we got the value of D and A. We have to write the AP. We learned that general form of an AP. What is the general form of an AP? AP is A plus D, A plus 2D, etc. So first term is A, 4. Second term is A plus D, 4 plus D, 6. Third term is A plus 2D, 4 plus 2 into 6, etc. So 4 plus 4, 16, etc. So the AP is 4, 10, 16, etc. So to find the AP, we have to write the general form and we have to substitute the value of A and D. The next question is, find the 20th term from the last term of the AP, 3, 8, 13, etc. 253. We have to find the 20th term from the last term of the AP. That means we have to write the AP in the reverse order. So first term will become 253, etc. Here 13, 8 and here last term become 3. So original AP is 3, 8, 13, etc. 253. We have to find out the 20th term from the last term. So we have to write the last term as the first term and the first term as the last term. So here what is A? 253. What is D? To find out D, see here next second term is not given. Normally D is equal to A2 minus A1 we will find out. As this term is not given, we can do this 3 minus 8. Last term minus previous term. However, to find the value of D, a term minus preceding term will subtract. So 3 minus 8. 3 minus 8 is equal to minus 5. Otherwise, normal AP D is equal to 8 minus 3, 5. When we reverse it, D become minus 5. So anyway, we can consider. Now we wanted to find out the 20th term of the AP. So A20. A20 is equal to A plus 19D. Here A is 253 plus 19 into minus 5. 253 plus minus 95. $158. The next question is, the sum of the 4th and 8th term of an AP is 24 and sum of the 6th and 10th terms is 44. Find the first 3 terms of the AP. This question is very important for 4 marks. The sum of 4th and 8th term of an AP is 24. Sum means plus sign. 4th term and 8th term. So sum of 4th term and 8th term is 24. 4th term is A4, 8th term is 8, sum is 24. How can we expand A4? It is A plus 3D plus A8 can be written as A plus 7D is equal to 24. A plus A, 2A plus 3D plus 7D, 10D is equal to 24. This is equation 1. The next statement is, and the sum of the 6th and 10th term is 44. Sum of 6th and 10th term is 44. A6 is A plus 5D. A10 is A plus 9D is equal to 44. 2A plus 14D is equal to 44. This is equation 2. Now we have two equations in terms of A and D. Write the equation together, subtract and find the value of D. So any one equation we can write it first. First I'll write 2A plus 10D is equal to 24. First equation. 2A plus 14D is equal to 44. Equation 2. Subtract the equation by changing the sign. 2A minus 2A cancelled. 10 minus 14 become minus 4D. Here minus 20. D is equal to minus 20 by minus 4. It is 5. So value of D is 5. After getting the value of D, substitute the value of D in one of the equation and find the value of A. So we'll take the first equation, that is 2A plus 10D equals 24. 2A plus 10D is equal to 24. 2A plus 10 into 5 is equal to 24. 2A plus 50 equals 24. 2A equals 24 minus 50. It is minus 26. 2A equals minus 26. A equals minus 26 by 2. It is minus 30. We wanted to find the first three terms. So first term A is minus 13. Second term A2. It is A plus D. That is minus 13 plus 5. It is minus 8. Third term A plus 2D. That is minus 13 plus 2 into 5. Minus 13 plus 10. That is minus 3. So the first three terms are minus 13, minus 8 and minus 3. The next question is, Subba Rao started work in 1995 at an annual salary of 5,000 rupees and received an increment of rupees 200 each year. In which year did his income reach rupees 7,000? So he started his work in 1995 with an annual salary of 5,000 rupees and every year he will get an increment of 200 rupees. So first we will write the AP. So 1995 his salary is 5,000 rupees. 5,000. After 1 year 200 rupees increment. So the next year his salary become 5,200. Again next year increment 200. So it becomes 5,400, etc. The question is, in which year did his income reach rupees 7,000? So the last term of this AP is 7,000. So in how many years? How many years means we have to find out n. So here A is equal to 5,000. 200 rupees increment. So D is 200. Directly we can write, or 5,200 minus 5,000. It is 200. AN equals 7,000. N we have to find out. AN equals A plus N minus 1 into D. 7,000 equals 5,000 plus N minus 1 into 200. 7,000 minus 5,000 is equal to 200 and minus 200. 7,000 minus 5,000 become 2,000. 2,000 is equal to 200 and minus 200. This 200 will come here, plus 200 is equal to 200n. Therefore, 200n is equal to 2000 plus 200. 2200. Therefore, n equals 2200 by 200. You cancel zeros, 11. Therefore, n equals 11. In the 11th year, his income become 7,000. I hope you all understood these sums. Keep practicing these sums. See you in the next class.